Okay, so go ahead and tell me how you didn't have sex in the woods. Because you were saying, it would be so nice, meaning you didn't do that this time. I'm a little shocked. I'm a little ashamed.
Well, it's not the only time that I'll have plenty of other chances that we'll go camping. I know.
It's liberating. It's like primal, dude.
I take it you've done it before too? I
mean, not in the woods, but just somewhere out there. And yeah, it was very primal.
Jesus. Was it hot? Was it cold? I mean, how was the temperature though? I mean, I can imagine if you were all hot and sweaty.
Man, you didn't have to get that detailed into it. I didn't know you wanted to see all the details. I mean, it was I guess it was moderately average.
Because I can imagine if you are hot and sweaty, how uncomfortable you could possibly get. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Even trying to sleep and it's hot and you're sweating, there's just no way you can be that comfortable at all. I'd rather be freezing and underneath some covers to stay warm, and I'd be okay. And that's how it was in the morning, because like throughout the day it was cool. It was like in the 70s. The wind was kind of blowing.
I thought you were gonna move like to a sponsored segment. You're like, I'd rather be under some quilt brand, blah blah blah. Use code GRIN to get 15% off.
Today's podcast is brought to you by YAMN.
It really sounded like you were leading up to that.
Oh no, we're not that popular. I'm not sure if we'll ever get to that point. We're just doing this for fun, right?
This is my life.
This is my life. Sound more depressed. Jesus.
I live for this every fucking day.
Yay.
Hello everybody, it's your favorite person in the entire world, me, Grin, and today I have with me
Coco.
Like always.
As always, yeah.
It's been a while, as I always say, as you've gotten used to me hearing. I hope you guys have been taking care. It's a crazy, crazy world out there lately, huh? Feels like things just keep getting crazier and crazier. Kind of like today's sponsor, Quiltco.
Quiltco? Oh.
Quiltco is having a crazy deal. 90% off. Use code GRIN at the checkout.
But wait, there's more. Call now and you can get yourself a second Quiltco.
That's right, a second Quiltco. You have to pay for both of them though. That'd be fucked.
I don't even know what the hell is Quiltco. What the hell is Quiltco?
No, don't worry about it.
Oh no.
Anyway, it's finally here. It was cold like out a couple of days ago. Coco was talking about me how we just went camping. Didn't you just go camping, Coco?
It was my first time that I can remember. I don't know if I actually ever went camping as a kid. Maybe not, but let's just pretend that I never have, and this was my very first time. We must have gotten lucky because the day we chose, the weather was pretty good up until 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It dipped down to the 50s, which we're really not used to where we're at. So
not at all.
Not at all. I mean, it's bound to happen here pretty soon, hopefully within like the next month or two. But with our luck, it's not going to really hit until January, February, give or take.
Maybe.
But overall, though, it was pretty good. I would definitely do it again. But the only thing I didn't like was at the end of the day, at night, when all these bugs kept slapping me in the forehead and, getting...
Oh, wait. You didn't take that little bug repellent thing?
So that bug repellent thing is for mosquitoes. Oddly enough, there were no mosquitoes. So, yay!
All the other bugs.
I wasn't it was all the other bugs that kept fucking slapping me in my forehead. I'm like, Jesus. And maybe that was my fault because I had a headlamp on. So they were attracted to the light. I had a big ass moth slap me in the head, and I had a cricket that hit me in my forehead, and a bunch of little queen ants that kept flying on my arms and whatnot. So I had to keep, slapping them and killing every single one that landed on me. But yeah, aside from that, it was pretty good. Did some hiking.
Did y'all make a fire?
Unfortunately, we could not enjoy that. You know, the s'mores and everything else. We could not because there was a burn ban in effect. Unfortunately. And it sucks, right? Because you figured not that long ago it rained. So you would think there wouldn't be a burn ban, but there was. And that kind of ruined it. So.
Damn.
Have you ever gone camping?
Yeah, I went camping when I was a wee lad.
A wee lad.
I don't remember much of it though because I was such a wee lad. But I'm pretty sure it was Easter related. I feel like a lot of that's what a lot of Hispanics do. They just go camp out for Easter. And then you wake up and you go search for the Easter eggs. Oh my god, there's an Easter egg. Oh. Or the cascarone, and then you crack it on the head. Then you crack the boiled egg on your stepfather's head, and he's like, "What the fuck did you do that for?" You're like, "Oh, I thought it was a cascarone." And then you get hit in the face. Good times. But no, I haven't really been camping. But you know, other than those other times, I haven't been camping as an adult. And when I think of camping as an adult, I think of, you know, the fire and a brew, and maybe some fishing. But I hate fishing, so maybe not fishing.
So, not to interrupt, but now that you mention about now that you mention this, because I just remembered one of the rules that they had for this little campsite.
Who's put these rules out there? Smokey the Bear enforcing these rules?
The state park. The state put these rules. They enforced these rules. It was a state park that we went to.
Are they out there watching?
They are. Oh God, maybe they are. Oh Jesus.
Oh my God.
Creepy.
Can you imagine like just some government worker like creeping around the tents and like peeking in every single like, hey, just making sure you guys aren't breaking the laws.
Right? That'd be so fucking creepy.
Just hear him like fumbling around with the Velcro and you're like,
oh
zipper.
God. That's the one thing I always feared. I was like, I swear, if I hear the zipper moving or something like messing with the tent, I'm out. I'm running back to the car. I'm leaving. I'm leaving everybody behind.
I thought you said you're gonna fucking attack this thing, you know, like fucking
with what? I have no weapons on me. What I'm gonna hit it with?
With what? Margaritas and tanning oil?
You got that headlamp, right?
With my headlamp? Yeah, okay. They probably have a machete or a gun.
It's probably a little old lady forgetting where her tent was.
Oh God.
I don't know where I am.
If you help me, I might reward you.
Ooh. Ever seen Yes Man?
I have like once, but it's been a very long time since I've seen it.
It's basically this dude who says no to basically everything. It's kind of you know?
Jesus.
Just kidding. But he goes to the seminar and his friend is like convincing him to say yes to everything. So every opportunity that comes up, he has to say yes to. Like he drives some homeless guy to like wherever, the middle of the woods actually. And he lets him borrow his phone. But anyway, there's this old lady who's like, she's so into him. She's like so horny for him. And she's like, can you help me put up a bookshelf? And he's like, yeah, I'll help you out. And she's like, okay, you know. He puts it up and she's like, I want to help, you know, give you back something, but I don't have any money. And so he's like, no, but he can't really say no, right? So he's like, it's fine, you know, everything's good. I don't need any compensation. She's like, no, I can pay you back another way. She's like really laying it on him. So he's kind of just like, oh, fuck. He ends up freaking out. He says no. He runs and something bad happens. So he considers himself like, oh, I have to go back and say yes. So he goes back and she like, she takes out her teeth. She puts them in the glass and she
gives him a gum job. Oh no, I remember this now.
That's what I was thinking with this situation, you know, you had going on.
Oh no, I don't know about that one. I'm not the yes man.
You could be.
No. No,
man.
No, I'm the no man.
No, man. You never know, you know. Gummy. It could be the next best thing.
You know, I've met a couple of people that said they've gotten that before from, again, I don't want to know, but they said that it was amazing. And I'm just like, okay.
Oh man. Now you put it all together, you get the gummy in nature.
Oh no.
There's your next camping experience, guys. Forget the fire, forget the bruise. There's a little old lady and some gummies.
Oh no. Okay, so I know I was about to say, and that's how horror movies start. And now after saying that and even thinking about it, when we first got there, I kept hearing this buzzing sound. We were sitting down at the little table that they have at the campsite, you know, this little picnic table. I'm just sitting there and I kept hearing buzzing, and in my head I'm thinking, am I going crazy? And the wife looked at me and she was like, what? And I just kind of, I was silent for like maybe a good couple of seconds. I was like, nothing. And then I see her doing the same thing, and I'm like, okay, so it's not me. You're hearing that too. And she looked behind her, and like if you look behind, and I can post a picture. I took pictures of it, of what the campsite looks like. So behind us, I mean, we're actually surrounded by a bunch of trees and everything else, right? It's not quite open where you see every other campsite. So there's like trees and everything in between every campsite. But she looked behind her and she looked right back at me and said, there's a beehive behind us somewhere in this tree. And I'm like, that's how horror movies start, you know? You got the killer bees. Yeah, we're dead. But thankfully, when it got dark, they stopped. So no more buzzing. I'm like, thank God. But then that's when all the bugs started flying out and were they're attracted to my headlamp. We were trying to play board games on the little picnic table. And we managed to play maybe, like only one game. We were about to play another. And then I was like, nope, can't do this. Let's go inside. Let's go into the tent.
I
But
saw y'all pack like 12 of them.
12?
Oh, my bad. 13.
13? What?
Oh, my bad. 14. How many did y'all pack?
Pack what? What are you talking about?
Board games.
Oh, the board games. Oh, no. We only packed 2. I forgot that card game we played that somebody at the comic book store recommended, and it was really fun. Like, it's fun with 2 people, but I think it would be better if we had like 3 or 4 people playing with us for this card game. It's really fun. But then the other game was Legendary. Not sure if you've ever heard of it or seen it. Yeah, with like the Marvel superheroes and whatnot. It's a really fun game. It really is. But we forgot how to play since it's been like a couple of years since we last played. And we were trying to learn how to play. We just had everything prepped and ready. And then that's when all the bugs started slapping me in the face. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So I was like, yeah, let's just go to bed. Well, let's just at least go inside the tent, do something. But yeah, it was fun. I did tell her, though, you can hear the wildlife. You can hear the insects. If it fell dead silent, like you couldn't hear a damn thing after hearing all those bugs and whatnot, yeah, I would have left. That's when it's bad.
Something goes up.
That's when you know something's wrong. You hear the nightlife, you hear the animals and the bugs and whatnot. But if it's eerily silent, yeah, no, it's time to move. Something's wrong. But I doubt it, though, because we were surrounded by a bunch of other campers. Kind of.
You said there's a bunch of kids?
Yeah, there was a bunch of kids. And
So it sounded like Girl Scouts or something?
I think they were. That's what the wife said. Because we passed by one of the campsites and she looked over and she's like, oh, Girl Scouts. I'm like, really? And she's like, has to be. I mean, other than if it's just a big old family with a whole bunch of kids, I'm like, that's a possibility. You might be right.
You also met the swingers, right? You want to tell everybody about the swingers?
The biker swingers. Oh, man.
The meth biker swingers.
So the wife passed by. We went to go walk the dog, and I don't know why she decided to say hello. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. It's just not. I'm very introverted. So I have no issue if somebody tells me hi or, good morning, good afternoon, whatever. I'll respond. I'll be friendly enough to be like, oh, hi, how you doing? But I'm not the one to go out of my way to say hi first. So
you wouldn't instigate the conversation.
Exactly. I wouldn't start it, right? And as we were passing, she was like, hello. And I kind of looked back. I'm like, what the fuck? And they didn't say anything, though. So as I looked at her, I was like, did they say hi? I was like, I don't remember hearing it. She's like, no, I thought it would just be nice to say hi. And I'm like, and they didn't respond? No. I'm like, yeah, this is bad. This is bad already. They're not friendly. And then at one point when we were coming back, I know we went back to the campsite, but I had to use the bathroom. So I came back out, used the bathroom, and on my way back, this chick was like in some sort of hospital gown. It looked like a little nightie, maybe. I could be wrong, but from where I saw it as I was walking back, it looked like a hospital gown with like little rubber duckies on it or some shit. The first thing that popped in my head was, oh my gosh, she's an escaped mental patient from the mental asylum or something. Because there were two bikes parked right next to us. And that was the other weird thing. So you had all these other parking spots. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. But you would figure, okay, leave a parking spot in between. But no. These bikers put their bikes right next to us. So I don't know. It was really weird.
That is a bit weird. I kind of imagine like this big open area, and then they just put their bikes right next to your truck.
That's exactly what they did. Oh. Well, we went in her car, not my truck.
Oh, right. You said they had some like little kids tent too, right?
Oh, yeah. We noticed that. They had one big tent, maybe a little bit bigger than ours. It was kind of weird for just those two people, but maybe it was just, it looked big because it stood up taller. But then right next to their tent, they had a smaller tent, which is probably meant for either a kid or one person, you know, somebody who's backpacking maybe. I don't know. And I have no idea why they have that one up for. Maybe they put...
That's the fuck tent. That's the swinging tent. They like, you know, they just set up and hey, you come by, you know, swing through the tent and, you know, don't go in the main tent. That's where we're sleeping.
I don't know if I should. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I feel like there would be a lot of people like that out there, you know, just being.
Okay, so here's the crazy part about that. You would think that, right?
Uh-huh.
So we were in campsite number 4.
Okay.
The ones that were surrounding us, that was near us, you had campsite 5, 6, 3, and I think they were like in campsite 1, I want to say. It might have been 2. But anyways, we were the only 2 in that area that were camping. All the other spots were empty. And I think this place, you can only reserve it for the weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only. So these campsites were reserved, but these people never came, which is really weird. Now, for granted, yes, we did book for Friday night through Sunday morning, just like everybody else did for the most part, because they have little placards on the little stands, and it has their name, when they reserved it for, and all that. So it was just very odd. The entire time we were there, didn't see them. Now, for all we know, they probably did come on Friday, but left really early on Saturday? No. Because we got there about 10, and you would think by the time we would get there, we would see people. I don't know. It was really odd.
Spooky.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Spooky month. What else did y'all do? Did you tell any campfire stories? Wait, so what did y'all eat?
So
did y'all go fishing? Was there like a river or anything?
No. They didn't have anything like that. It's more so the little state park where we went.
Wait. So what are the rules? I remember you saying that there was rules, and then you never.
Oh yeah. So you were talking about drinking, right? So the rules are you can't be walking around, right, with like alcohol for the most part. The way everything was interpreted, it seems as if as long as you are within your campsite, you can have alcohol, but you can't just be walking around with a freaking empty bottle or can or something.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, it can't be kind of any like public intoxication, but you can be in your campsite and drink as much as you want as long as you stay there and, be respectful and throw away your shit.
And butt chug.
Oh my God.
Well, let Smokey the Bear enforce that.
Now, the one thing that we bought for the dog was this rope that had like a little clip on it where you can attach a dog's leash and you can tie it between two trees, right? And then she can roam around freely, but she can't go too far, right?
Yeah, it's within those two trees where the string's tied.
Yep.
I know what you're talking about, yeah. That's cool. Did she like that? You said she had fun?
For a blind dog, she had fun. She was very content. She was very happy. You could tell that she was a little scared at first because it was a new place, new smells, but over time she became more relaxed. She was very happy. She made her own little bed in the little dirt area or whatever outside because he had a little campsite and that's surrounded by these I have to show the picture, but you'll see it. But on the outside, you can't really go walking into the woods and whatnot. It's preserved. Like they even have signs saying, hey, you can't walk past this. Just stay within your little campsite area.
Oh.
But
Okay.
just right outside that, where these little bricks are at, she kind of went off into the little dirt area.
She crossed the brick? She crossed the path?
She crossed the path like a bad girl. Naughty. So she made her own little bed. She was digging, and the wife and I were like, oh crap, we got to put that dirt back when we leave. Otherwise, they might charge us for that if they see it. Who knows? But clearly on their rules, it says no hammocks or anything tied to the trees. So we both kind of looked at each other like, oh crap. Like, this is going to suck for her. I mean, she's not really a flight risk, but still, we want to keep her within eyesight. We want to know where she's at all times.
So what did y'all do? Did y'all still do it?
Oh, we still did it anyways. We would just act dumb. We were like, well, I thought it was only meant for no hammocks. But I could easily see them saying, what else does it say? Read. It says anything, not just hammocks. We'll be like, oh, okay.
That's funny. That's funny, though.
But yeah, overall, really fun. I had fun. I'd like to do it again. But as far as eating, for lunch, we had PB&J, some chips. It was filling. And then for lunch, since we couldn't have, a little fire pit area, which also had like this little tiny grill attached to it.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Was it all dirty though? Like not all kept?
No. I mean, it looked like any normal public grill. But she had a friend of hers or a coworker who let her have this little like a portable gas stove, and it has this little can of gas. Like a little propane little can.
This little butane or propane.
Yep. So
like in Korea where they just cook the ramen on there, right?
Yeah. Something similar. Yep. But just imagine that portable, very small, you can carry with you. So we tried to make. I wouldn't say it was queso again. I forgot what it was. She put chips in there, cheese, beans, cilantro. What else? Pico.
What about the burn van?
Huh? The burn ban?
What about the burn van?
Well, that's what's using the wood and all that, because they actually have like public wood people can use for their campsites.
They said fire's okay as long as it's gas.
You can use that, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You just can't use that big ass fire pit that they have in every single campsite. So
how'd it go? Did it come out well? You said you tried, but
yeah, we tried. Because at first she put it on like high when we started cooking everything in this little pot. And at first, when she lifted the lid after about like maybe 3 to 5 minutes, something smelled like it was burning. And I was like, we kept looking around there. I used a spoon. I was digging around, kind of just like stirring everything, and I'm like, I don't see anything. And I started smelling. I'm like, it does smell like it's burning. And I'm like, is it burning the paper? Because there's this paper that you can use like a liner inside the pot, right? And it's on the thing. It said that you can use it. It is safe. Like, it won't burn. It ended up burning.
What the fuck?
We got to the bottom. I was stirring, and then finally I got to a part where I was like, that doesn't look right. And I lifted it even more, and I was like, oh crap, it burned. I was like, maybe instead of putting chips in next time, like she did, let's just put like everything else, and then we can use the chips just to just make it as a dip. I don't know. Maybe it might have been the paper that's not safe to be using that as a liner. Maybe it was also the chips. Who knows? But
interesting.
You live, you learn. Yeah.
Did you have anything else to eat besides the peanut butter jelly and that? Did y'all end up eating that, or did you just?
No, we did. Like the middle, like a little bit of the bottom and the middle and the top was still good. Yeah. So we still ate. It was really filling. And then seeing that she's vegetarian, she bought me a little thing of like already cooked chicken. It was cold, but I was like, I'll just eat it cold. That's fine. Because I don't want to put the chicken in what she already cooked for her to eat as well. But yeah, like I said, it was fun. I'll definitely do it again.
Fun. Yeah, it sounds quaint.
I would definitely do it again.
I wonder if that couple's still going to be out there.
I thought they were traveling, like they were from out of state, but the wife did see their license plate on their bikes, and it did say. So I'm like, for all we know, they might have been out from another city, maybe. Who knows?
Selling meth and swinging tricks.
Man, part of me wants to kind of retell, if I can remember everything again from the last episode about the ghost trip. What was it?
Oh, the ghost hotel.
The ghost hotel. Yeah.
This dude and his Chad brother. It was a good story.
It was a great story. I don't know. It was so crazy though.
So all you have is just me going like, oh.
You pretty much. Up until I finished the story, that's when I was like, wait a minute. Something feels off. I looked and I'm like, son of a bitch. I didn't hit record.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But if I can do a small little recap from what I remember, a few months ago, the wife and I went on this little ghost tour trip within our city that we live in right now. And part of me was kind of skeptical, and the other part of me was kind of, superstitious, like, I don't want to bring any kind of bad juju with us. But pretty much at the end of it, I was disappointed. I really was. It was funny though. It was kind of fun learning some of the things that we learned. I just feel bad because the guy who gave the tour was kind of boring. Like, no offense. Yeah. But his brother, though, on the other hand, he seemed really fun. And he was the one. Alpha. Yeah. He was the one that did the whole, what is that damn thing called? Pub crawl. Thank you. Yes. That's what he did for his ghost tour. I'm like, man, that just sounds fun. Learning about creepy stuff. The way how he did his storytelling was significantly better. I don't know. And there's nothing against the guy that we had because he was nice.
Wait. Was his ghost themed too? His pub crawl?
Yes.
What? This whole time I thought it was just some random ass pub crawl, but I didn't know it was like
No. It was a ghost. It was ghost themed as well. So you pub crawl. Dope. Yeah, right? So me and her said the same thing. Like, if we do this again, let's do that one.
Let's go with the cool brother.
And it's like kind of looking back at the other guy like, sorry, like, you're nice and all, but no.
You're really informative.
He was nice. He really was. There's like nothing against him, but it just sucks because he had his brother there. Had his brother not been there, I probably wouldn't have had anything. It wasn't that fun. It was just, like I said.
You say if his brother never showed up, it would have been better? Is that what you're saying?
I wouldn't say it would be better. I wouldn't have anything to compare it to because that was my first time doing it.
This poor guy has probably lived his whole life being compared to his brother. Oh man, like, that ghost trip would have been okay, but then his brother came out and his brother was so fucking badass.
He was.
That it made that other trip look fucking shitty.
And this is how so this is how bad it was. If I remember, I don't remember exactly how many people we had. So let's just say there was 10 of us, right? I'm pretty sure there was more. By the time we got like maybe 3/4 of the way through the whole tour, because I think it was like maybe 2 hours long, maybe. But like 3/4 into it, we got to the very last part of it, and I'm just kind of looking around, and I'm seeing everybody. I recognize faces and whatnot, the people that were with us in our group, and I started counting, and I'm like, oh my God, we're missing like 2 to 4 people. I'm like, where the fuck did they go? These dudes just dipped out.
They were done.
They were done. They were so bored. They were like, yeah, fuck this. I'm out.
Oh, man. Was he like monotone or something? Was he just...
And
this is where...
I wouldn't know. He wasn't monotone.
Murdered.
No, he wasn't monotoned. It's just, I think his storytelling, like I felt like I got a history lesson. Not quite ghosts. I mean, it was ghost themed, but it was more so history. I learned more about the city than anything else. And I at points I kind of looked at the wife and I'm just like, ugh. I'm pretty sure she saw it too. She saw the disappointment in my face. I was bored. But it wasn't until the last bit, like the last 30 minutes, is when it got fun. He told a really fucked up story of what had happened in the city way back whenever. And I was really intrigued, and I just kind of leaned in more. I'm like, oh, that happened. Like, wow, that's crazy.
He said the best for last.
I know, right? Pretty much. Yeah, he really did. And it's a hotel in downtown that they used to execute people if they were guilty for murder.
Public executions?
Pretty much. Yes. And what is now a Holiday Inn, I think, or something like that.
A Motel 6.
No, it was a Holiday Inn.
It still serves the same purpose.
So, see if I can remember the story. I remember it was some crazy guy who just wasn't there mentally, or so he made it seem. Ended up killing this poor teenager, this poor kid, nearly decapitating him, I think, and I could be wrong. Gouged his eyes out, kept his eyeballs in his hands, and his younger brother witnessed the whole damn thing. So I could just imagine how awful that was. And of course,
fucking traumatic.
Yeah. But I think the way the guy died, when the police or, the sheriff, whoever, went and saw him, and they noticed he had something in his hands and he wouldn't let go. But at that point, he already squeezed the eyes in his hands, and it was awful.
Ooh.
But the way he got executed was even pretty horrendous too, because they wanted to make sure that he died, and they would hope that when he got hung, his neck would snap and would kill him instantly. But instead, because they attached these cement bags or something to his feet, so when he fell, it would add more weight. And instead, the rope cut into his neck, and it cut like one of the main arteries. And he was like spinning around, so the blood is just like spurting everywhere as he's like spinning around. It was wild.
Oh shit! He's like spinning around in circles, getting blood and shit everywhere. These cinder
Yeah. Nearly decapitating him. So yeah, pretty gruesome. And like I think that was the only story. Our city, yeah.
Wow. You would think they would have not wanted him to die instantly and just like hung him around there, right? I guess he still ended up doing that, but
yeah,
I don't know. I guess, old law was weird. Law is law. And then his Chad brother came, right? And he was like, hey, what's up, nerds? You guys talking about that?
Yeah. He was more fun. I felt like we kind of gravitated towards him, like, man, we need to do the next one with you.
Like he instantly came over and the whole mood was like, oh shit, yeah, this is cool.
It's like, thank God.
Oh man. Did y'all ever get to go to that haunted house that comes around here? I feel like we talked about it maybe another podcast.
I think the previous Halloween episode we did talk about that, but yes. And in fact, I'm still getting emails about that right now. Like, hey, we would like to have you back. Blah, blah, blah.
You went? How did it go?
It was fun.
Really?
It was fun. I liked it. I mean, there was quite a few good jump scares in there, but like overall, it was pretty fun. Oh. But man, that was like, was it last year? I feel like it was 2 years ago.
It might have been 2 years ago.
Because I feel like I didn't do anything last year. Now thinking about it, I think that was 2 years ago.
Last year, all it did was rain. And all I did was watch scary movies.
Yeah, I don't think I did anything last October.
Oh, shit. And the power went out. That was so cool, right? I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Did I message you? I feel like I messaged everybody.
Yeah, you did. You did.
I was like, I was watching scary movies and the power went out. It was so hype. And I ran outside and I played in the rain.
I forget
It was
where.
like fucking 11 o'clock p.m.
I forgot where was I? I don't think I was at home when you told me all this because I remember you texting me.
You're at some party?
No, maybe I don't know.
Are you the Halloween hacker? You're like,
Maybe.
yeah, I wasn't home. I was out hacking kids.
Jesus Christ.
Do you think there's anything else? Campfire? Or maybe from the previous podcast you want to get out?
The only thing I can think about, it reminds me of a scary story.
It reminds me of The Haunt.
No, I'm just kidding. It reminds me of Friday the 13th.
Oh, wait, I was doing something else.
Yeah, you're doing something else. I'm talking about Jason. What are you talking about?
I was doing Halloween.
Oh.
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
It sounded like a knock.
Where?
It sounded like a knock on my door. You think I moved my axe to the fucking door? I don't see anything.
God, I'm scared now.
That was weird. It was really loud.
Huh.
Well, there you go. You brought it back. The ghost.
The ghost again.
What was that?
I have no clue.
But yeah, anything more about this one?
No, nothing for this.
In that case. Alrighty, y'all. That's about to do it for us. There was no ghost. I don't know if you heard me or if I edited that out or if he edited that out. But there's no ghost.
No ghost at all.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening, you know. Have you ever been camping and had a weird story? Leave it down below. Maybe you saw a meth biker croc whore in a nightgown, you know, with a little tiny tent that she uses for swingers. I'd love to know.
All right, everybody. That's going to do it for this episode. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.